Senator Weiner, as the only black lesbian here, can I please ask you a question because I flew here to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. As a lesbian woman who was attacked in a woman's locker room at Gold's Gym this week by a self-identifying trans woman with a documented history of domestic violence, I'm deeply concerned about women's safety in female-only spaces. What would you say to women who are seeking assurance that their safety will be protected from men who, by California law, can self-ID as women in women-only spaces, sir? Please tell me.
Yeah. So we want, everyone to be safe, and we also know that we have trans people, both men and women, who are men and women, and so so if you're trans women are women.
Senator, you've done great things with the bills you've passed with the housing. I've read a lot of your bills, and like you said, there are bills that need to be opened up, and I'm telling you now, millions of women across America are being harassed and sexually assaulted in locker rooms. I'm a lesbian black woman. I'm not transphobic. I'm not homophobic. And I do respect a lot of the things you've done. But I do see a lot of these bills that you've passed that are dangerous for women and young children. And I understand that you're trying to be on a level playing field. And I'm here to represent my community because I hear a lot of things about my community in these bills. And I'm telling you as a woman, first and foremost, that this is dangerous and we need your help because you're in the office, you're going to go in the Polisky spot. I want to support you. I have millions of people behind me watching this right now, and we want to know, are you going to protect women?
This is a big issue. She was the one that had a man and a transgender woman in the Gold's Women locker room, and she was scared for her life. This is a big issue. People, especially females, don't want a man in their restrooms. But have you noticed, though, we always hear about the women or men dressing up as women going into women's restroom. But we don't ever hear about women becoming a transgender man going to a man restroom. So is it really fair for a transgender woman who's really a man to go into a women's restroom? I don't think so. I think we have to protect our women. This happened to a lesbian woman, and she is scared for her life. I understand, not transphobic. If you want to do that, that's on you. But I don't think you should be in there for women, especially a women's restroom. Well, little kids, little girls can be in there. Women can be in there. I'm a firm believer in protecting our women and our little girls. We have to protect them at all costs. Am I saying that all transgender women are bad people? Not at all. But I do believe we should have a transgender restroom. So if you're transgender, you have your own restroom. You don't feel like you're impeding on nobody. Nobody feels uncomfortable. But identifying yourself as a woman and you're a man, I just don't sit right with me. But then also trying to use that power to go into a woman's restroom because you're a transgender woman, which you identify, we got to stop making things so idiotic. We got to just start saying, let's keep it black and white. Let's keep it 1 + 1 = 2. I don't believe that a transgender woman should be going into a restroom with other women. It doesn't make any sense. If you want to dress up as a woman, if you want to be a woman, that's on you, but you are still a man. You can still be stronger than a woman. You can still do things to a woman. You can hurt a woman. You can sexually assault a woman because you are a man. You have stronger abilities than a woman. It is uncomfortable for a woman to see a man in the restroom. Like I said, if that's what you want to do as far as be a woman and do all that, that's great. No problems. But I don't feel like you should use that to push your way around and say, I'm going to go into a woman's bathroom because I identify myself as a woman. There's a lot of women that say they're trying to be a man, but they're not identifying themselves as a man and going into a male bathroom. I guarantee they go into a female's bathroom. So how can we do this to where people don't get their feelings hurt, but we protect our women and little girls? You have transgender restrooms. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Here's your restroom. It's not sexist. It's not, I'm against, your community. Let's just keep everybody safe and comfortable. Right? But what we have to hire and vote for people that just do the right thing that makes sense, not doing the fad. We got too many politicians that's doing whatever's hot right now. I'm gonna say it. We don't have any politicians except for what we have in Washington that's going to stand up for what's right, especially in California. Nobody in California is going to stand up and say, this don't make no damn sense. I guarantee whoever is the first person to do that, they'll win by a landslide because there's a lot of people that are not open like me to say about it and put it on YouTube. There's a lot of people at home thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. Don't get it twisted. They don't want this. They don't want this these issues, and they want their kids safe. Women want to be safe. So what are we doing here? It's not acceptable. It's not one of those things as far as we can't allow this. We can't. We have to protect our women. We have to protect our girls.
Trans women, trans women are different things. Women. Listen, we need to protect women's safety. I was
Trans
assaulted.
women are women.
I was assaulted. No, they are not. They are men. I was assaulted by men. He broke his wife's jaw so bad she needed reconstructive surgery. I'm a lesbian. I'm not transphobic and I'm black. So if there's another black woman in here who wants to tell me how they feel, please join in. But all of you are not. And I don't know who you are, what you are, but I'm a lesbian, and I'm telling you right now, men are harassing women in the locker room.
Let's let him answer the question.
I'm just telling you, since y'all want to woo.
No, just let's.
Now I'm done. And by the way, I respect what you have done. I just want to let you know that.
Let's give the senator the opportunity.
I'm done.
I appreciate your point of view.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry that you were harassed,
Multiple times.
and I appreciate you talking about it. I think we need to protect the safety of all women, and that obviously that's incredibly important. And I also know that trans women are also brutalized in this country. So women and cisgender women are brutalized in this country, and we have to protect the safety of all women.
We have to protect women. We cannot be raped in the bathrooms by men that want to say they're women. They're not women. They're not women. I'm leaving. It's okay, but I'm not going to take it. I am leaving because you know what? You guys are not protecting women. You're doing a lot. The bills that you're passing for the law, I read a lot of them. They're great. But this things with the trans, it's not right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. And my name is Tish Hyman. You heard me, sister? All right. Don't let them use our blackness and our civil rights as a reason to pass weird laws for children to transform. It's wrong. My sister's in jail. She can't get free tampons or soap, but she can get free transformation medication. Big Pharma is best. Tired.
Tish Hyman, shout out to her. She not playing around. I love it. But this is what we saying, man. We got to have people to stand up for this. You know what? When you're not a part of a herd, you're going to look weird. When you're not part of the herd and you're not sniffing the whole PM like everybody else is doing and on this high, you're going to be different. You're going to be called crazy. You're going to be called weird. But we just need people to stand up for what's right. Why can't we stand up for what's right? What makes common sense? I'm not saying go out there and beat up trans people. Never going to say that because I'm still a man of God. But I'm just saying this. We got to protect our women and kids, our little girls, our women, our kids. And if you are going inside, possibly being a pervert, brutalizing women, staring at women, you got to have your own bathroom. If you want to be a man and dress up as women, that's what you do. That's what you do. Hey, we have a whole drag culture for that. And they do it the right way, right? They don't push people into making them use the restroom in a restroom. They know that they are a man. Okay? But now this new whatever we got is just really weird. But then you have senators that will say a woman is a woman. So if you're a born woman or if you say you're a woman, you're a woman. That's not right, brother. These are these weird ass senators that we have in office or these weird ass people that's in office in California that gotta be stopped. It's because they're getting paid off by these weird people to say you better say you women are identified as you say you are. So you saying if I say I'm a woman, I can go to a woman's restroom? Makes no damn sense. You're confusing the youth. You're confusing the youth for this. But then also, too, what they do is they want to bring in black people to get their agenda pushed and say it's a civil rights thing. It's not a civil rights thing. Civil rights thing was for black people. But you have all these different groups who want to jump in on the civil rights thing so they can get that money and make it a black issue. A lot of these transgender people that you see trying to do this stuff and go into bathroom are not black people. So it's not a civil rights issue. Let's keep that away from us and let y'all deal with that. Once again, I'm not transphobic. I'm not hating trans people. That's what you want to do, but you're still a man. You're not going in the restroom when my daughters are in there. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you try to do. I don't care who you call. But you're not letting yourself go into the restroom when my daughters are in there. Hell no. But us as people, we got to stop trying to be a part of the herd. If it's wrong, speak up. These people that we have today just don't have the balls to speak up. But then when people like myself speak up, you guys call us all type of names. Lesbian, gay, trans. See, the trans try to get in on the lesbian gay movement just so they can be a part of that, so they can get a little bit more respect. But now this is just taking it too far by just saying, I'm going to go into a woman's restroom. When did this happen? You're not a woman. Not transphobic, but I'm just saying, you shouldn't be going into a women's restroom with other women when you are a man. You are strong. You are able to do things a woman can't do. You can go in there and beat up and grape a woman if you wanted to and walk out and nobody would know. This is what I'm saying. It's a safety issue. Women have their own spaces. Men have their own spaces. And maybe we should have their own spaces for transgender people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather you ask for that than trying to say you're a woman so you can go into women's restrooms and lockers. It's not right. It's unwanted attention. Do you guys want attention that much? You get it. You didn't get attention as a male, so this is the only way you can get attention from females is by saying you're one of them and being in a locker with them. So that's the only time you can see a woman. We got to dig deep into why people think this. What happened? So, not against trans people. I just don't think that you should be going into a woman's restroom if you were originally a man, but you dress up as a woman. Makes no sense.